It's now my pleasure to introduce our featured speaker, Feyzi Fatehi. He is the chairman and chief executive officer of Corent Tech, a cloud computing technology leader known as one of the most innovative private companies in the world. A technology visionary, inventor, innovator, and entrepreneur, Feyzi was the recipient of the 2019 Coady Lifetime Achievement Award, an award previously bestowed on Steve Jobs, Steve Wozniak, and Bill Gates for their vision, leadership, mentorship, philanthropy, as well as for their significant long-term contributions to the software industry. A Silicon Valley veteran, Feyzi studied at Cambridge, Princeton, UT Austin, and UCLA, and has given talks at Harvard, Wharton, Stanford, Caltech, and of course UCI. He's also very committed to seeing his work in technology in the context of humanistic values and social impact. For instance, the ethical issues raised by new technologies and also the democratizing implications of new modes of information technology. He's an important supporter, advocate, and interlocutor with the humanities and social ecology at UCI. Please join me in welcoming Feyzi Fatehi.
Thank you, Dean Miller, for that generously kind introduction, and congratulations, class of 2022. You made it. You made it. Let me start by sharing some good news. And the good news is that my remarks will be brief. Thank you, thank you. I know you have parties to go to, celebrations to attend, so my remarks will be brief and to the point. In fact, I'm going to only make 2 points. That's it, 2 points. Number one is an observation and opinion that I believe I would like to make. The second one is in the category of a strong recommendation, suggestion. Some people may call it advice, despite the fact that I'm not a big fan of giving advice. You guys are the smart ones sitting here. So the first observation is, in my opinion, you, the graduating class from the School of Humanities and Social Ecology, you got yourself a true education, in contrast to getting trained on some specialized, specific field of knowledge. You got yourself a true education by studying literature, studying history, culture, and philosophy, social sciences. These are topics that its understanding, or their understanding, would make you truly an educated individual, something no one can take away from you for the rest of your life. You're the kind of people we need. Yes, let's give a big round of applause. Yes. Thank you. You're the kind of people we need more of in, yes, our social ecology. We need more people who understand history, understand culture, and have a solid foundation of education that you can move on in life and specialize in anything you like and do really well and do a lot better than everybody else who don't have the level of education that you have. So please, please do us a favor and consider yourself the genuinely educated people in our society. Yeah. And getting a degree from a rising star university, let's not forget that, on top of getting a solid education. So that was my first point, very simple, as a reminder to you guys. Second point is about something that impacted my life tremendously. And I want to share that with you as a strong recommendation and suggestion, and that is the value of investing in your communication skills. As simple as that. To illustrate the point, Warren Buffett, one of the wealthiest and by some account wisest people in the world, once was invited to speak at Columbia Business School. And he offered the audience, like you, each one $100,000 for 10% of your life's earning. This is business school. We calculate. If somebody gives you $100,000 for the remaining of your life's earning, at least he should be valuing you at $1 million. And he made an exception to that rule. He said he's willing to give those students who commit to improve their communication skills not $100,000, but $150,000, because he valued their life to be at least worth $1.5 million. This is many years ago, and he was just trying to make a point about no matter what your education, no matter what your skills, your talents, enhancing and improving your communication skills would enhance your life's earning by 50% at least. So at the end of his talk, he said he himself wished he had invested in his communication skills much sooner than he did. And the point here is, don't underestimate the value of enhancing your communication skill moving forward. I myself benefited from that tremendously, and in a minute or two I will get into it. A lot of people have the misperception of communication skill to be public speaking, stand in front of an audience and express yourself, which is, of course, part of leadership and communication skills that is very helpful in your life. However, the real communication skills takes place, as we all know, on a one-on-one basis. Interpersonal skills, interpersonal communication skills, conversational intelligence. How do we carry a conversation and at the end everybody's more inspired, more energized, more enlightened, and more educated in terms of sharing information, respecting each other, being tactful, being conscious of the other person's perception of that conversation. And again, studying humanities and social sciences makes you guys prepared for being people with massively impressive communication skills for the rest of your life. Communication skills also is not just a personal feature that would make it nice to do and make you a better person. It's, in a sense, for those of us who focus on communication skills, we have the power to transform hostility into harmony through communication. We have the power to change conflict into cooperation, change resentment into rapport. These are real important issues in our societies, in our families, and in fact in the world. So in that context, with the power of effective communications, it may become a responsibility, a duty, an obligation for us to invest and enhance our communication skills in a 360 way, rather than simply focusing on public speaking. Now, we know that when so many people provide advice and telling us what to do, we don't hear how we do it. They just leave it at that. Not to fall into that category, let me share with you how I personally benefited from a specific way to work on my own communication skills, while there are many, many ways available to us. For me, it was discovering a club, a social club called Toastmasters. How many of you have heard of Toastmasters? Raise your hand. Oh, wow, okay. So Toastmasters is a club that provides a supportive and safe environment for people to practice their speaking capabilities, and not just the speaking capabilities, but communication skills. The most important aspect of it is being an active listener. We listen to each other before we express ourselves or, God forbid, interrupt somebody else. And Toastmasters is, when people ask me for advice, which I generally don't want to give, I tell them to join a Toastmaster today. In your case, I would say tomorrow. You have parties to attend, and we don't want to interfere with that. But as soon as you can, look up Toastmasters. They're in 140 countries, 16,000 chapters. And yesterday, I just went on the web and checked how many chapters are around us. Within driving distance from UCI, we have more than 50 chapters. These are your colleagues, your friends who are investing in improving their communication skills. And I was a member of Toastmasters in Silicon Valley, and in fact served, the key word is serves, as the president of a Toastmasters club. And guess where this phenomenal social club in the world started? Okay, we don't want all of you to yell at the same time. It started about 100 years ago here in Orange County, because one individual named Ralph decided that there is a need for people to improve their communication skills, and he created Toastmasters Club #1 at the YMCA in Santa Ana. And now it's a global movement for people who want to improve their communication skills. And it's a multiplier for everything else you do in life. Allow me to close my remarks by sharing with you my favorite definition of success. You're successful if you like who you are, you like what you do, and you like how you do it. Thank you. To your success. Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Feyzi.